Hi, we'll talk about charging on the Zero. I ran it down pretty low this morning, down to about 10 or 11%. It's been charging for a couple of hours. We're back up to 49%. This is the time remaining to full charge, which is another 4 hours. Here's the Zero app on my phone. So again, we see the same state of charge. This is Bluetooth to the Zero. Gives you some other information here. And go to the battery information. The time until charge has never worked on the phone app, I'm not sure, but it does work down on the dashboard display. And again, same with charging amps and watts. So this is the app. This is the overall odometer on the Zero. I have 522 miles on it. And the app does some other things. Here you control the writing screen setup. Kind of looks like that. And you can control these different, you have all those options to put in any one of those slots. And also, you have the drive setup. So this has 3 drive modes. It has Eco, Sport, and Custom. And for the Custom mode, you can control the top speed, the maximum torque, the regen braking, and the regen when you're actually on the brakes. So all that's configurable in the app. It doesn't do too much else. It has some other support options on the last screen there. But otherwise it's just a little overview. Bluetooth to the bike, it only works pretty close to it. If I go inside the house, I lose the signal through the garage door. So I would have liked to have been able to monitor the charge from the house, but the range on Bluetooth just isn't enough to do that. But when you're riding, it does have that riding screen. I can give you a quick preview of what that would look like. These are fake numbers, but let me see if I can turn my RAM out a little bit. So that's what it would look like. So I have it set up right now with the temperatures, the controller, the battery pack, and the motor. It shows you the torque output, and it shows you the amps on the regenerative braking. And again, these are all configurable. A lot of them are duplicate from things that are already shown to you in the dashboard. You can do range, you can do your speed, all things like that, the charge state, but all that's already down here, so I figure I'll do different fields up here. Charging is just a regular, this is like your desktop computer plug. It's a regular IEC connector. Zero gives you a 14 gauge 10-foot long wire, but again, since it's just a computer cord, really, as long as you get another 14 gauge cable, you can get them in different lengths. I picked up a 15-footer and a 25-footer to have with me. So in the little storage box here, it's like a soft bag. There's a box in here, or a big opening in here. There's the cable, so I just stick that in here. But they just give you kind of a soft bag with a zip top that fits in it. It is removable. There's a little lock down there on the string. This could easily be cut. It's not really a security precaution. I think it just keeps it, physically secure from, getting blown out of there. But it is nice to have some storage on the bike, in addition to the top box. It's a GV. That's the Zero branded GV top box that came with this particular one that I have. The charging does pull a lot of current. As you'll see here, I have the kilowatt plugged in. That is currently on wattage, so we're just under 1300 watts. I've seen it at 1350, a little bit higher. Kind of fluctuates, I guess, depending on the state of charge. If we look at the amperage, is pulling right now about 11.5 amps from the circuit, and again, I've seen it pull as high as 13 amps. This is my voltage here at my house, about 114 volts right now. So maybe the amperage goes up to 13 when the voltage drops. I'm not really sure. I have the kilowatt hours. We're at 8.2, but that's more than just this past charge. I might have had another charge on it before. I'm not, or it must have been at least another charge on it before. I didn't reset it for this one. But again, the ends of the plug do get a little warm. This is warm right in here. The cable itself is cool, and the other end, again, is warm right at the bike. But this has been on for, again, a few hours, charging up. So that's how charging a zero works. There we hit 50%. So range-wise, that's good for. I've been getting about 1% a mile. So on average, I could probably get 50 miles. So I could unplug it and go for a ride right now. You don't have to wait for it to be fully charged.